Watch this before you lose thousands of dollars day trading in the stock market. When I was a freshman in high school, I watched Wolf of Wall Street. I got all hyped about the stock market. I thought I could buy a penny stock and then be a millionaire in a week. So I did what any other kid would do. I went onto YouTube, I went onto Ricky Gutierrez's YouTube channel, and I watched all of his day trading tutorials. I did some BS research, set my alarm for 6 a.m., and then got ready to buy my first penny stock in the morning. I bought the stock that I had on my watch list, and throughout class, I would check my Robinhood account to see if the penny stocks made me a millionaire. Well, all I saw was red, and yes, I know, I sucked at research, I didn't put a stop loss order, and I quit way too early. But there are a lot of people who are new to day trading, and they make those same mistakes and they don't realize it. They get turned off to the stock market, which is super unfortunate because the stock market is one of the greatest places to build wealth in America. But here's the truth. Multiple studies have been done and they conclude that 80% of day traders fail within the first year, and 95% of day traders fail within 3 years. But do you know there's actually a statistic to show you how to become a millionaire in the stock market? It's called the S&P 500 historical charts. And this is because time in the market beats timing the market. If you didn't already know, the S&P 500 stands for Standard & Poor's Index, and it holds 500 of the best performing companies in the stock market. In the past 50 years, the S&P 500 has gone up an average of 10.9%, meaning if you invested $1,000 into the S&P 500 in 1971, today you would have $176,432. If you invested $10,000, you would have $1.76 million today. And that's all thanks to the power of compound interest in the stock market. Personally, I wouldn't waste your time and money day trading stocks. I would put all of that money into long-term investments, and then use the time that you save to build up an actual business or side hustle, or maybe even just work your normal job. And here's something you probably didn't know either. If you invest in the S&P 500 through a Roth IRA, as long as you wait until you're 59 and a half, you can withdraw all of those gains in the stock market tax-free. But with a Roth IRA, there are a bit of limitations. First of all, you can only deposit $6,000 a year until you're 50, and then after that you can deposit $7,000 a year. Another limit is that if you're filing single, you can't make more than $140,000 a year. If you're filing as a joint couple, you can't make more than $208,000 a year. The good thing about owning a business though is that you can adjust your salary through an S Corp. Meaning if your company profits $500,000 in 2021, you can pay yourself a $50,000 salary. As long as it's reasonable for your field. Again, I'm not a pro, please contact your CPA. But you could pay yourself that $50,000 salary, and technically it would be under the $140,000 limit. You could still invest in a Roth IRA because yourself and your business are completely different entities. That's why they have their own tax identification numbers. Now, using the previous data on the S&P 500, let's speculate that for the next 50 years, the S&P 500 will have a 10.9% increase on average. If you max out your Roth IRA, which is $6,000 every year, for the next 50 years, you will end up with $10.7 million tax-free. Now I know what many of you may be thinking. 50 years? Screw that, I'm gonna enjoy my life. I know it's hard to think that you can only be a millionaire in 50 years, but that's not the case. I think of the stock market as kind of like a safety net. If entrepreneurship never works out and all of my business fails, I can always fall back on the money I have invested. This is why you should actively be investing your money on the side while having another source of income to supplement your current lifestyle. Remember, day trading sucks, time in the market beats timing the market, and thank you for sticking to the end. My name is Austin Crispell. I hope you have an amazing day. To the left of me are some more stock videos down below is a subscribe button. I am out. Later.